Hi there, my name is Dave, and if you are new to this channel, it's all about album reviews and song reactions from the best in progressive rock music from the last 60 years or so. I cover prog rock, metal, art, neo and synth. I started this channel to rekindle my love for the music that seemed to end somewhere in my 20s, that I've now begun to rekindle again in my 60s. Now, I promise to bring you a mature and honest reaction to the music I play, some of which will be very familiar and some will be new to me. In this episode, it's an album review from the band that originated from Manchester, England in the early 1970s and was originally called Hot Legs. Today I'm looking at the album The Original Soundtrack. Now, when it comes to the realm of progressive rock, there are albums that stand out as true gems in the genre's crown. The Original Soundtrack by 10cc is undeniably one such masterpiece. Released in 1975, this album demonstrated the band's incredible musicianship, innovative songwriting and production prowess. I will take a look into the intricacies of the original soundtrack, track by track, analysing its musical elements, lyrical content and its place in the pantheon of progressive rock classics. So 10cc is a British rock band formed in 1972. The band was known for its distinctive blend of rock, pop and progressive elements, making them a unique presence in the music scene of the 1970s. Their lineup featured 4 talented musicians and songwriters. Graham Gouldman playing on the bass, Eric Stewart was on guitars, Lol Cream was on the keyboards and Kevin Godley was on drums. All the band were great singers and all featured heavily within the tracks. The Original Soundtrack was their 3rd studio album and it marked a pivotal moment in the career of the band. The cover for this one features an old-fashioned cinema projector with an image of a cowboy from the Wild West, which complements the album's content of being an insight into film music scores. The cover design was by Humphrey Ocean and was designed by Hypnosis, the art design group based in London, who were responsible for so many album covers around this time. Let's check out the tracks. So it starts with a grand and cinematic 3-part suite that takes you on a musical journey. One Night in Paris sets the stage with its evocative soundscapes. It's a semi-operatic piece. It's reminiscent of the British music hall scenes of the 40s and 50s, and it's full of amusing and whimsical lyrics and voices that all 4 of the band contributed to. Set in a French cafe, and the sound effects transport you to the streets of Paris with such accuracy. Lasting 9 minutes, the song moves through each of the suites, ebbing and flowing, linking previous themes within this song to what became a titanic crescendo. There's a small pause for breath as this one fades, and that's all that's allowed before the band transitioned into I'm Not in Love, the monster of a #1 hit that made the band household names in the mid-70s. Put together in a most individual and groundbreaking style of making an instrument out of a wall of voices. This was a real innovation for the time and established the band's credentials. Although it seems quite a sloppy love song, the way it was written in that down-to-earth, in that adolescent style, it made it so believable that so many of us were able to relate to. All too closely on occasions, it does remain an absolute classic. One small sour point is I can never forget that performance that they did on Top of the Pops. It was abysmal. The way that they mimed to it was dreadful. That left out, no problems. Blackmail is next, and this takes up a more upbeat turn with a rock-orientated sound. It's playful and a catchy track that adds in a touch of humour to the album again. The song features rhythmic guitar work and a lively bass line. It creates an infectious groove. Lyrically, it's telling a story of someone who discovers a compromising letter and uses it to try and blackmail someone, although in the end gets far more than they ever bargained for. The song's narrative unfolds with a sense of dark humour, and the harmonies between all of the band members add to the track's charm. Eric Stewart played some particularly good guitar on this one. The next track is called The Second Sitting for the Last Supper. One of my favourites, this one, and it returns to a more progressive sound featuring intricate instrumental work and a satirical lyrical content. It's a track that encapsulates 10cc's unique blend of humour and musical sophistication. There's an element of sarcasm to the way the subject matter is dealt with, and, like Blackmail, features excellent guitars from Stewart with some strength from the piano and organ played by Lol Cream. The ending jam is just a great way to finish. It really is a beaut. Next track, Brand New Day. And this provides really a breath of fresh air with quite an amazing and unique set of lyrics, singing and musicality. It's a contemplative and reflective track, showcasing what the band can do on a more quieter scale, but was so bizarre in the whole nature of the track, it actually added little to the overall development of the album. But it gave an indication of the route Godley and Cream would later take after they split from the band in what became their first album called Consequences. But that's a story for another day. Flying Junk is a departure from the album's earlier tracks, with a more experimental and avant-garde approach. There appears to be some kind of automated harp-like sound opening this track, before this is superseded with a lazy Caribbean-like sound to the track. This style of music is interesting as it is about a coat dealer, and the song is littered with references to the activity, but in a way that's so particular to the manner that 10cc presented their music at this time in their career. The lyrics were very clever without being pretentious. Maybe this was a North of England characteristic that I relate to so clearly. I don't know. Life as a Minestrone is next, and this is what a truly wonderful written and performed track. Now, this is written in the style of Frank Zappa, and legend has it he even got acknowledged by the great man himself. As I've said before, I am no Zappa devotee and I can only go with what I hear, but there were some delightfully ridiculous references to, well, almost anything and everything within the world, that it became so infectious and popular, with no doubt the majority of fans not having an understanding of its background. It is a truly wonderful piece of music, however. Life as a Minestrone returns to the band's pop sensibilities with these catchy melodies and clever wordplay. It's a testament to 10cc's ability to craft songs that are both musically engaging and lyrically intriguing. The Film of My Love is last up, and this concludes the album, which was a gloriously over-the-top track sung by Graham Goldman that attempts to ham up the figure of the film hero singing to his potential loves of his attempt to develop any and every romantic opportunity. It's like that club singer that sings so loud, beautifully over the top. It's such a tongue-in-cheek closer that you almost end the album laughing your head off at the wit and imagination that the band give to so many of these tracks to fit them into this film-based album theme. It's a classic. The original soundtrack is a winner, with each track showcasing the band's technical prowess. From those lush vocal harmonies of I'm Not in Love to the intricate arrangements of The Second Sitting for the Last Supper. The album is a testament to 10cc's musical excellence. The production quality is top-notch, with innovative use of studio techniques that were groundbreaking for the time. One of the defining features of 10cc's music is their witty and often satirical lyrics. This album is no exception, with the tracks like Second Sitting for the Last Supper and Flying Junk, those delivering those thought-provoking commentary on society and culture. I'm Not in Love, on the other hand, explores the complexity of human emotions, once again with a touch of irony in there. This album represented a significant evolution in 10cc's sound. Whilst their earlier albums were already a blend of rock and pop, this album pushed the boundaries further into the realms of progressive rock. It showcased their growth as musicians and songwriters, setting them apart from their contemporaries in the genre. This album explores a wide range of themes, from love and relationships to consumerism and societal issues. It does so with a blend of sincerity and satire, creating a complex and multifaceted listening experience, all in the casing of being part of a film soundtrack theme. As a listener, the original soundtrack never fails to leave a lasting impression. The album's ability to convey a range of emotions from nostalgia to contemplation is a testament to the enduring appeal. Look, if you're a fan of progressive stroke art rock that dares to defy the conventions, this album is a must listen. It's an album that rewards attentive and open-minded listeners as it offers a rich tapestry of musical and lyrical experiences. The original soundtrack by 10cc is a progressive art rock classic that continues to captivate and intrigue listeners nearly 50 years after its original release. On a scale of 1 to 10, this album deserves a solid 9.5 for its artistic depth and enduring appeal. Before I go, I have two big asks from you. Number 1, if you've enjoyed the video, please give me a like and consider subscribing to the channel. And 2, if you've enjoyed the content but don't yet have the music in your collection, were thinking of buying it, then please click on the purchasing links in the description to either purchase the music or to join the Amazon Music streaming service. These both help out to fund the channel and don't cost you anything more. Thanks so much for watching this episode, and I'll see you all next time with another reaction or review on the Album Review channel. Bye for now.